That's for you. That's for you. Because I heard, Spirit told me, a little birdie told me, that you have had to, more often than not, be the person that delivers the hard blows, that delivers the bad news. The beeping outside to confirm. Delivers the bad news, tells people the things they don't want to hear. And I feel like 9 times out of 10, it's like you're just the messenger, but you got blamed for a lot. Oh, I have full body chills. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be eldest daughters or older siblings, where you kind of like, or maybe some of you are just in even like a parent dynamic, you were like the bad guy. You had to be the one that was a bit more, realistic, because you were like, I'm doing the right thing. And the way that I'm feeling it is like you had to be really mature really fast. Really fast. And it's like I think that you guys were mature for your age, but that doesn't mean that you should have been responsible for some of the things that you were responsible for. I feel like some of you even took care of a parent or of your parents too, because it was like you were the only one that was going to be capable of doing that. Like, there's a lot of Capricorn energy coming through here for me. It's giving cardinal energy, but it's very specifically to me giving Capricorn. A lot of you guys didn't get the recognition that you deserved for what you did and for what you had to carry. And again, just because you can carry it doesn't mean that it's not heavy. Okay? 22 on my battery, so 222 might be coming up for you. Or 22. And I needed to start this with an applause because you guys needed that recognition. I feel like you guys are the people who had to do a lot in the dark, in silence. Like, you were growing and changing and experiencing these like successes in the dark and alone. The growth that we do when there are no eyes on us, no person to witness, those are the toughest moments of growth for us. Those are the toughest challenges, because we have to be there to recognize it for ourselves. We have to give ourselves what we are so just needing almost desperately from other people, to be at the very bare minimum recognized. And I feel like more often than not, you guys had to be the bearer of bad news. You had to deal those really hard blows to people. And I feel like you kind of were like, this is just, it is what it is. Like, not that you became hardened, but it definitely is like, it's not the position you wanted to take. But you did it because there's a sense of righteousness and a sense of justice about you that's really important. Truth, clarity, like seeking the truth is important. You are somebody who believes that the truth, regardless of how painful it can be, is worth it in the end, because it could save someone more heartbreak. It could save someone, pain, emotional, mental, or physical, or whatever. You're like, if I have to be that person, like, that's the role that I'm accepting. It feels like it's something that was thrust upon you and you had to accept it. And you did on purpose. Not even had to, but you were like, I'll accept it. Because I think that's really important for you. Where you're like, I'll give you the truth if it means that it helps you in the long run. If it means that maybe you're mad at me momentarily, but it helps you, even if you gotta paint me as the villain, even if you have to paint me as the bad guy, if you benefit from that in the end because I love you and I care for you, I'll be the villain in your story if that's what it means. Every time. Like, you're okay handling that. I do think, like I said, you guys had to grow up really fast, and it probably left a mark in some way or another. It might be something that now you appreciate more than you did, in the past when you were younger. I'm hearing a couple things. I'm definitely hearing 34. So some of you guys could be 34, just turned 34 for some of you is what I'm hearing too. Like, recently, within like April, May, or maybe your birthday's coming up, but like 34 of the past, like within the next, within like a 60-day like time frame, if that makes sense. Because I'm feeling late April, but I'm also feeling up to late May. And also, I'm hearing very specifically, some of you could be struggling with blood sugar or diabetes. So if you haven't drank your water, eaten a snack, eaten a meal, or taken any medication that you need to, this is your reminder to please go do that and take care of it. Not the low battery notification. Please take care of yourself because you deserve it. And this really does feel like a sense of, no one was there to clap for you when you needed it, and you were so busy helping other people, clapping for other people, holding them up. It's almost like who heals the healer. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you had to take on this role where it's like, you were the person that was there for so many other people. You were the person that came with a sense of logic, that came with that sense of truth and clarity. You were probably the person that everyone else said, like, you know what? So-and-so's gonna know. For sure they're gonna know. You were that person. Because you're not only just smart, but you're smart, you're capable, you are someone who's unbiased. Like, you really do, like, your research, if you're going to have an opinion on someone, like, you are really rooted in, like, logic, and critical thinking is very important to you. Like, you like having a routine, a system, and a structure. Like, again, it's giving very Capricorn. But I feel like, and you could just be someone who's an old soul. I feel like even as a kid, like, maybe you liked things that other kids didn't like, where it was like, that's a weird thing for you to be obsessed with. And, like, maybe even your parents were like, yeah, I don't know, they just love plain Cheerios. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why that's an example for me, but it's like maybe you just like things that were more adult-esque. So, I mean, again, it's giving very old soul. It's kind of giving like a reincarnation thing, You were a person and a source of logic and truth and clarity, and you were the person that other people leaned on. And sometimes when you become that person, other people become reliant on you, and they tend to forget that you're also a person with, wants and needs and desires, and that you need to be clapped for sometimes too. And that even though you can pick yourself up by yourself, you can do that. You can dig your own grave and dig yourself out of it if you need to, but it's like, that doesn't mean you should have to all the time. So if no one else has asked you how you are today, how are you? I hope that you're good, and I hope that you're okay. I hope that you're taking care of yourself. I see you, even though it's through the screen. I appreciate you. I'm sending you the good vibes. I'm sending you all my good energy, and I'm sending you love, because you deserve what you give everybody else too. Sometimes you just need somebody to clap for you. So hopefully I could spread a little bit of joy in your life and remind you that you are important. You belong here. You deserve to be here. I love you. Mwah.